Guys, and welcome back to The Growing Gardener. I am Cindy, and today I am excited to do an unboxing of this indoor hydroponic garden. Now, here's the interesting thing about this. My husband gifted this to me on last year. And guess what? I did absolutely nothing with it because I really didn't know what I had, right? I'm all about this organic gardening, right? And anything that could come in, I don't know, a tube or says soil is free, I'm skeptical of. But I've been doing a lot more research and understand that there's nothing to be afraid of. Technology is okay sometimes. Now, I still don't know what these pods come from because there are some pods inside of here. So although I may experiment with it, I don't know if I will be eating it. However, I will do my research on actually trying to find somewhere that I can buy some to substitute in that I can feel comfortable about. All right, so without further ado, let's go ahead on and take a look at this baby. All right, so it is made by Sharper Image. I think he actually got it from like TJ Maxx. I will go on Amazon to see if I can find something similar so that if you guys are interested in doing your own research that you can possibly find it. So this one comes with everything that you need to start growing. It comes with a water pitcher, 2 grow domes, and 6 grow pods. So let's go ahead on and get this out. Of course, your directions and everything. I will take a look at that later on. Okay. So this would be the dome. Let's see if we can get this out. So first impressions, it is very lightweight. Here's a picture. The cord, I'm not exactly sure what these are. Probably like to cover the seeds, I'm sure now that I look at this picture. All right, so we're gonna put these to the side. And lastly, these are our pods. So I'm not even sure exactly what these are supposed to be growing. So let me sit down and take a read, and then I'm gonna come right back. So in real time, you see exactly how much I know about this thing. So I just took a quick second to start to actually read what it has, but you actually insert your own seeds. So there, I don't have that to worry about, right? But I am still curious to know what technology this is, because it does say that not only do you add your own seeds and water, obviously, but you also still have to put your own plant food. So I'm feeling even more better about this. I think I was thinking that whatever it was, the seed and everything came in here, you just pop it in and then voila. But that gives me a lot more confidence that I can actually start growing inside, and I still know where my seeds come from. Speaking of knowing where my seeds come from, I actually ordered from 2 different small farms, and I'm all about that these days. We have to squeeze the big guys out. But anyway, I am gonna do another video and share with you guys where I brought my seeds from. And don't worry, if you guys haven't done it yet, it is still time. I do see a lot more excited gardeners online who are starting, and they're starting their seeds indoors now. Just kind of depending on where you are, it could still be too early. For me, April is still a toss-up month. Our weather is schizophrenic, so we could potentially have freezing weather in April. But I do think I'm going to start maybe towards the end of February or early March. I don't know yet. But anyway, let's continue to look at how this baby works. So is that as high as it goes? I thought maybe that would grow up. No, but those are the lights under there. I'm actually going to take it over and plug it up as well. I love the fact that it's so easy. Like, you can't mess this up, I'm assuming, okay? And listen, I can mess up a lot of stuff, but so you can see everything really clearly. Once the roots and stuff start growing, you will be able to see it, and You can't overwater it because it has a max line right there. So just a couple of other things that I wanted to share with you guys. Well, you know, it comes with mostly everything you need. It does recommend that you have your hydroponics plant food. So again, I didn't know that was a thing, so I'm gonna have to do research about that. They also suggested that you have scissors, I'm assuming maybe to prune, I don't know, as well as a Doppler with the ml measurements. All right, guys, well, let's go ahead on and jump into this. So the directions, which are here, basically you take this top part off, this as well. I'll tell you what the purpose of this little piece right here is in a second, but this comes off and you are to fill it with water. So we're going to go ahead on and do that now. Now, I've decided to use some bottled spring water. Listen, my plants get fed regular tap water, but I want it to be fancy right now. All right. And I actually need some more, so let me go get another one. All right, so I'm going to pour a little bit in this pitcher first because we are to actually moisten the actual pots when we put them in there. So I'm going to go ahead on and fill. Wow, it takes a lot. So it says max, let's see. Yes, and it does say fill to the last. So let me go get some more. On hindsight, perhaps I should have used tap water. This is like the third, no, is this the fourth? Like it was 1, 2, 3. This is the fourth. So it won't take quite 4, but 3 and some change. Oh man, holy guacamole. All right. So then it says to find a safe place that you can, you know, plug it in at. But we're going to do that last because this is not where I'm going to keep it, but I'm on my kitchen table. All right. So the next part, it actually recommends different growing methods to germinate, and then you transfer to later or self-sustaining. So which means we can actually grow it out of here. But if you do that, you would have to remove the dome. And then you can clone and transfer to soil. So meaning once you grow one, you can snip another one, put it in there, let it form roots, and go and plant as well. So let's see. We are going to do our seeds, right? So it says place approximately 5 seeds into a grow pod. Insert grow pods into lid holder, moisten grow pod with water, and then cover with down. So we're going to go ahead on and get one of our grow pods out. Interesting. Can y'all see that? So I'm sorry. I have to spell it. I'm like, I want to know what this is. So I decided if you guys do not let your plants go to seed, perhaps you should. I actually did that, and maybe I should get a napkin. But I did not have time to actually go and collect my seeds because I was moving. So we're going to see what. Oh my God, and this is my basil. It still smells so good. So I'm gonna go get a napkin and we're gonna see if I can get our seeds out, and we're gonna use those as opposed to the ones that I bought this time. I actually brought more basil, but I think it's holy basil, so it's a different variety, which again, just a note, another grow tip. It is good to kind of do different varieties. You don't have to go ham when growing things, but it helps to prevent disease. That's what it is. All right, so I actually let a couple of different things grow to seed. And I probably should have did more of this. Ah, there's one. They're so tiny. I don't know if you guys are even going to be able to see this. There's another one, but they hide out like in these clusters. Like they hide out in there, and you just kind of have to open them up. There's several more. Oh, this smells so good. If you are a beginner gardener, then you might as well consider yourself a little scientist because everything is an experiment. And now that I'm thinking about it, I am thinking maybe I should grow some of the use some of the newer seeds that I got now as well to see what grows first and if I can get anything to grow at all. All right, so let me go ahead on and put this back up here. So we're going to do that. And I'm wondering if I think I'm going to moisten this in here. Like I left a little bit left in here, but if I moisten it in here, it's going to cause this to go up. So I have a little room to do that, but not a lot. All right, and hopefully you guys can see these itty bitty seeds. They are so tiny. I'm going to try to zoom in so that you can see it. But in the meantime, first, let's go ahead on and try to moisten this. Let me put 2 of them in here. Ooh, this is, I don't even know if that went in there. It's so tiny. Let me try my hands more. I'm gonna get it right under my nail. Yep, that one in there. That was 3, 4. And this will be my 5th one. All right, come out. There we go. All right. So there's that. And let me go and get some from my new seeds. So these are my new seeds, and I definitely will do a video and let you guys know who I purchased from. Boy, are they tiny too. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 4, 5, 6, actually 6, but we're gonna go ahead on and allow that. So this is not easy. And if you guys don't see what I'm doing, I'm letting them get right under my nail and then dropping them in. And I decided to do parsley instead. Look, that parsley don't want to come out of my nail. All right. Okay. I think I got it in there. All righty. So now we're going to take these little domes and we're going to put these here. All right. So in addition, so here's the thing. So as you grow, depending on whether or not you choose to make this your garden or whether you choose to actually transplant. Now, you know seeds don't need nutrition or added nutrition for it to actually grow. But as soon as it does, you will need to start feeding it. So if you are going to use this as like a your home garden, like you're going to grow it and like keep it and let it continue to grow, they recommend you using the hydroponic plant food. In addition, though, if you are just going to transplant it, then they suggest that you just take it out. Like once it sprouts up, you take it out and then you can plant the entire pod in whatever it is that you're going to do. I think I'm going to end up like doing a combination because from my experience, when I tried to grow in inert soil, meaning no nutrients or anything, the seeds grew, but they became leggy. And one of the reasons that they become leggy is because they are trying to like find food and light and all of that good stuff. So I think I am gonna heavily research this, like as soon as I'm done with this video, about what is this hydroponic plant food is. I probably will not allow this to be my home garden. Maybe in the winters I will for the next winter, I don't know. But anyway, I think I'm gonna look into getting plant food just because I want to make sure it has a good healthy start, and I don't know when I will be able to transplant it unless I transplant it just to grow in the house. And there's an idea. because my herbs, I'm really looking forward to actually cooking with them. Over this past year, I have started cooking with herbs a lot more, and boy, has it really changed the taste of my food. And obviously it's good for you, right? Anyway, I don't know if I've been looking over there, but sorry, my camera angle is right here. So let's go ahead on and put this into place. So I'm gonna show you guys where I am gonna be keeping it. Oh, lastly too, but before we go, this stays on for 12 hours straight, and then it automatically shuts itself off, but then it's gonna come back on the same time the next day. So the one thing that they did say is that you need to ensure that your plants have at least 8 hours in the dark. So it will provide the light for a consistent 12 hours, then turn itself off. And then at that point, it should have dark, and then eventually it'll turn itself back on. So, all right, here we go. All right, so I chose to put it here in my little home office. And we're gonna, oh snap! I was not prepared for that. So there you have it. We're cooking with bacon. I'm so excited about this. So the pods are in there, the seeds are in there. We got our little grow light domes on. I probably should have labeled. That's what I'm gonna do. I put the parsley over here and the basil over here. So the experiment now, one, is to see if I can get my own seeds to regrow, which would change the game when I buy seeds each year, right? I am so excited about this. But this room is gonna be perfect. This is my office. I really don't use it. My husband uses it more than me because we're keeping the dogs in his room right now until they actually learn some sense and get potty trained. There's one right now. The other one is barking because he probably got upstairs. We have gates up, but he's stuck now, don't want to come down. But generally, no one uses this room, and so it's good that the kids won't be here. And it would definitely get it 8 hours. It looks a lot lighter in here now because I have the shade up, but I'm going to pull that down. I'm going to let this do what it do, and I will be checking back in with you guys later.